Hello and welcome to the Super Mario Maker Showcase. This is a new video series on the channel where I'll be showing off all the Mario Maker levels I made from 2 years ago. With Super Mario Maker 2 coming out, it seems like a good time to go back to Mario Maker 1 and just see what sort of stuff you can do with it. I made some interesting levels which I haven't seen played a lot, mainly because they weren't, so I didn't think you see a lot of creators do this, but I'm going to be going and showing off all the levels I made in Mario Maker over 2 years ago, maybe even dating back to 2015 in some cases. So, without further ado, let's go! Right, so I'm going to be going on to my own courses here. I'm going to be playing them in order as much as it takes to fill up something like at least a 10 to 15 minute video. So the first level we're going to do is Donkey Kong. Now, before I start any of these tracks, I'm going to say that I am not the best Mario Maker player. I'm quite average at 3D Mario, so I will probably die a lot, which is to be understanding. With that in mind, we're going to do the first level, which is Donkey Kong, modelled after the original 1981 arcade Donkey Kong game. So, let's go! Okay, the ID is on the screen there if you want to download it. Okay, so here we are. So as you can see here, it looks quite simple, doesn't it? Wrong. Just like in the original Donkey Kong, you can not jump through the individual platforms. So you have to go through the level this way and climb the vines if you want to get up to replace the ladders. Now these are the barrels. You have to be really careful. They are difficult obstacles there. This is a particularly tricky section, so I'm going to get up here, wait for this to go by, and now we have another section here. It's going to get really tight and tricky to get through this part now. And now we've got another, this is a particularly difficult set, and oh, I died. See all these red marks here showing where people have died before. Okay, so let's go on and see how much of this level we can get done. Yeah, this right here is the hardest part. You need to get it up here first before they get there, and then hit the P switch, open the door, and then this next part is extremely easy. Unless you do that. Just go through here like this. Go up here if you want to. That will allow you to get to the top of the flagpole and level complete. Also, the P switch stops the conveyor belts from moving, which allows you to get towards the top of the flagpole much easier. Nice and simple level to start off the showcase, and that's it for now. So, you'll see some of the levels scrolling along the bottom. We'll not look at those. For now, let's go and look at the next course. Okay, so the next level is Boss Rush. A boss rush, as it says. This type of level is not incredibly original, but I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out, and there's some pretty unique bosses in here. So let's start this level. 3, 2, 1, let's go! As you can see here, I've put coins to spell out the word boss. I should give you a pretty big clue as to what this level is going to be all about. Alright, so this is a breather to get your bearings so that the players knows what they're doing. But as soon as you go through the door, the boss rush starts. Okay, so the first boss is a Tower of Goombas. You want to get into here, avoid the Tower of Goombas, get all the way to the top, and jump on them all. Good life-branding spots if you're doing this level in a 100 Mario Maker challenge. So get through this door and the first boss is defeated. On to the second boss. We've got the Tower of Power Bros. This is a particularly difficult boss battle, and I've died already. Wow, that didn't last very long. Right, so you have to do the first boss again. Because the first boss is pretty easy, so just make sure you get into this part here in order to avoid the Tower of Goombas. Ah. Okay, there's a bit of a glitch on this level. Sometimes the key doesn't seem to spawn properly. Okay, if that happens, you spin jump on the last Goomba in order to make the key spawn, and you should be able to get through. Now you get a mushroom here because it's very difficult this level, and I want to be able to allow you the chance to be able to do these Hammer Bros. So what you want to do here is stand in the middle of the pipes to get mushrooms if necessary. Yeah, okay. As I said, I'm not the best at Mario Maker, and I even fail at my own levels, so... Right. See you guys in a moment. Alright, so we're back to the second boss. I'm going to go straight ahead and hit him here. You have to abuse the mushrooms in order to use invincibility frames in order to get past this part, but that's how it goes. So the second boss is now defeated, and we're moving on to a midway checkpoint. So only 2 bosses down, and you've got to the halfway point of this level. There's 5 bosses in total, so we've got 3 more to do. Next boss is Bowser Jr. Classic Bowser Jr. boss. Very simple. This is pretty much a pre-programmed boss anyway, so you're in this tight confined space. You have to beat him. Jump on him 3 times. And there's the key. On to the next one. The next boss is a giant Magic Koopa, aka Random the Boss. Now, obviously, you really can't really beat a Magic Koopa that easy, but if you get the key, but then you just run through here, well, hopefully trying to avoid all these spike pillars, or in my case, you could just use invisibility frames to get through them all. It's not going to matter too much, because the final boss... No, so this isn't the final boss, actually. This is the 5th boss. I forgot about this boss here. This is the Kisu. If you know it, they are pretty tough enemies, so I consider them a boss. But if you can manage to beat this, then you should be able to get the key to the last section of this level. Obviously, it's not easy. He's got so many spinies out. You need to do a good running jump, and died. Right. See you back here. Or we can start from this point because of the second checkpoint, which I totally didn't see there. Yeah, I thought this level was made after they added the ability to put multiple checkpoints. But yeah, you do jump like that, you can hit the Kisu and go through this door. You get a fire flower. I wonder why that might be. Here we go. Something's at the end. Oh no. Is this what I think it is? As you can see, there's Bowser, but there's spike pillars in there. You can't get in through there and get over him to hit the flagpole. So there's only one way to do. You have to use the fire flower in order to kill Bowser. This is extremely difficult, and I'm going to have to go back here for multiple fire flowers because he is very unpredictable, as it were. Yep, there's like here, right here. So if this happens, you go all the way back to the pipe you came out of, where it immediately spawns fire flowers for you. So this is the hardest level. This is the hardest part, and if he does that, it's... yeah. Yeah, this is a really difficult final boss battle, but... hey, it's the last battle of a boss rush. You expect some sort of challenge, right? Okay, here we go. And I believe you have to do it in one take, otherwise Bowser is dead for good. There we go, it's beaten. If we go, abuse this, go through here. Oh no, Bowser's back! Oh, he's dead. And that's the level clear. That was the boss rush level, so that is the second level in the showcase. Hope you enjoyed this particular level, and I think we've got time for one more level, unless I die a loss on it. So, let's go back to the main menu. Okay, so the next level is Lineland Road. This is the first level of Super Paper Mario recreated in New Super Mario Bros. U. Or Super Mario Maker in this case. Right, so the New Super Mario Bros. U style as it is, so if any of you played Super Paper Mario, you'll know what Lineland Road is, and it's essentially a recreation of that particular level. So, it's got about 6 stars, so not many people have actually played this, and I think there's a lot of deaths in it. You'll probably see why in a moment, but it's quite obscure because I tried to recreate how that level works. Anyway, let's go. So if you like any of the levels you've seen in this, then check before the level starts to see the ID of them. So obviously here we've got to the start of the line and road, which is obviously more after Super Mario Bros. World 1-1, where you have the Goomba there and the varying blocks. This is exactly how they did it there. Now here's the first difference. So you see here, we want to get into that door there, but it's surrounded by blocks. So you must be wondering, how do you get through there? Well, those pipes there are covered by blocks themselves, so we really need something like a P-switch in order to get through here. So I'm going to go over this way. There's a beetle here. It doesn't really have any relevance, but we have a house here and a checkpoint for some reason. Anyway, if we go through here, we go into Bustovius' house, but there's something missing here. How are we supposed to get through and into his room? If we search hard enough, you can find a P-switch. In the Super Paper Mario, you're supposed to turn into 3D in order to be able to get into this door. However, because that's not a feature in Super Mario Maker, you have to go through it like this. Now you can bring this out actually, because this will give you what you need to get through here, but to make it more like the games, we're going to hit this P-switch and go in here. If we go through here, there's another P-switch, and an infinitely spawning amount of P-switches. Now if we go through this bit here, so this is the hardest part of the entire level now. We need to get through here. So you've seen a lot of fire here. Now if you hit this P-switch here, you'll see bombs come out, and they'll be lit by the fire there. Okay, we can get through here, but if we quickly go through here, we can get from the door, and now we're into the second part of the level. That was the hardest section of the entire thing so far. Okay, so we've got a few enemies here, just like in the game. It's a very standard level, I must admit. Now if you hit here, there's a block that allows you to get up to here. Jump across these pipes. Take this super mushroom here and run across here. A few extra coins for you here. I can't remember why these are here, and it's been a while since I made this level. And you're going to want to go down this pipe here to progress through the level. As I said, my memory of Super Paper Mario's full level is hard, but I did try to make sure that it looked exactly like it did in the game, so I used a YouTube video of the level of reference. If we go through this door, we go through to here, and there's a paratrooper here. Hit the spring. More coins, and a fire flower. Now, as you can see here, we've got a bit of a problem. We can't get through this part unless we hit this beetle here. So you want to hit this beetle, or you can hit a P-switch there. I forgot there was a P-switch there. So if you hit this here, yeah, I managed to get through this section. Now if you go up here, it's not the end of the level. Where's the flagpole? Well, if we go down here, you remember in Super Paper Mario's first level, they gave you a demonstration of the giant star power-up. Well, this is sort of equivalent to this. If you go into here, you go through here, the star, and then you've got a lot of blocks here to allow you to get through here. If I can do this correctly. Nope, it's not going to happen here. Well, we completely wasted our star, but if you were to get through this properly, in Super Paper Mario you'd be able to crush those blocks, so... This is exactly the type of thing we needed the Mega Mushroom for, so thank goodness that's coming into Super Mario Maker 2. Now, if we drop down here, we get behind the flagpole, and this is the end of the level. No way to hit the top of the flagpole on this level, but that's how it is. So that was Light and Thunder Road from Super Paper Mario. That is the last level in this Mario Maker showcase. So, thank you for watching the Super Mario Maker showcase, and I'll see you next time for more levels.